Welcome, welcome. Daily mobility. You're in for a treat today. I love this one. This is a little bit of shoulder love. So if you're feeling like you've got tight pecs that are rounding you forward and pulling you forward and causing you shoulder issues, you're definitely going to want to pay attention and follow along to this one. And we'll start with some shoulder cars. We'll move into some nice loaded mobility drills. And for today, all you're going to need, I've got this glute bridge, this fancy bench here. But anything, medicine ball, Swiss ball will work. I've got a dowel. We're definitely going to need one of those. If you don't have one, just use a broom handle or a hockey stick or whatever works for you, and a couple light dumbbells. That's pretty much all we need. Let's get right into it. We will start. We're going to do this from a half kneeling position. We're going to start with some controlled articular rotations for the shoulders. And I want you to think about this as, yes, a mobility drill to get the shoulders moving and keep them healthy, but really as a self-assessment. And notice where you compensate or accommodate the movement, and then we can get to work on exactly that and give you a better and healthier shoulder. Let's start here. Nice deep breath in, and I want you, as you exhale, I want you to brace your core, pretend like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach and hold that tension. So shallow breathing throughout. We'll start on the right side. I want you to lock that elbow, palm faces forward, squeeze the opposite fist, and from here, everything except for this shoulder is stuck in a block of cement and you cannot move. We're going to isolate to just that shoulder. Let's start by bringing the arm across midline as far as you can go. And when you get stuck here, we're going to start to head up overhead. Keep that palm facing up. If you can, bring the bicep to the face, not the face to the bicep, and come straight up into flexion. When you get stuck here and you can't go any further, I want you to rotate from the shoulder. And now we're going to try and draw the largest circle possible in the sky. And we're going to go back into extension and keep rotating as much as you can until knuckles find the thigh. And from here, we go straight up and back. When you get stuck there, then we start to rotate and we reverse that path. If you can, coming back up into shoulder flexion, bicep brushes the face if you can, palm up, and we reset back to that starting position. Make sure that you're not extending from the spine or rotating to find these positions in space with the arm. We want to see what the shoulder can really do. Ready? Let's try that again. Come across midline, palm facing up. When you get stuck there, let's head up. Then thumb goes to the back of the room as you brush the face with the bicep. Keep the ribs tucked, rotate from the shoulder, draw a large circle, go as high as you can in extension before we rotate and bring knuckles to the thigh. Then we go straight up and back. When you get stuck there, we rotate and we come back. Same path we came into, brush the face with the bicep, then we rotate the palm up and we start again. Or back to the starting position rather. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. Now, left side, so we squeeze the right fist, tension in the abdominals. Nothing moves except for this ball and socket joint right here as we bring it across midline. Good. When you get stuck there, thumb to the back of the room, brush the face with the bicep, then we rotate from the shoulder, keep the ribs tucked, large circle, and we go as high as we can into extension. When you get stuck there, keep rotating, bring the knuckles to the thigh, and now we go straight up and back. Once you get stuck there and you can't go any higher, then we rotate and we reverse that path, that huge circle in the sky. Brush the face with the bicep, not the face to the bicep, right? And then open the palm up. Good. And what I mean by that is keep your head neutral. If you can't get your arm to your head, don't crank on your neck to make it happen. Okay, here we go. Back across midline, palm up. When you get stuck there, thumb to the back of the room as you keep going up. Good. Into flexion. Keep those ribs tucked. Rotate. Good. As high as we can. In extension, rotate knuckles to the thigh and reverse that path. Straight up and back. When we get stuck in extension, then we rotate, huge circle with the hand, and then start to bring the palm up to the sky and back to our starting position. Here's a tip as you're working through those shoulder carves, set up a camera and video yourself and notice when you come here, are you reaching back like this to find that position in space because this joint can't do that for you? Or are you rotating away? Or are you bending your elbow? Any of those compensations or accommodations, then we get to work and we give you a better, healthier shoulder. doing things like the next couple of drills that we're going to do, the first one is going to be a quadruped Y stretch, and we're going to do some contractions, some contractions in our deepest range, and it's going to look something like this. I'll show you first, then we'll all get set up together. So our base position is going to be somewhere about 30 to 45 degrees off of midline out here. And we want that elbow locked and the thumb facing up. Now, to get set up in this position, I'm going to start in this quadruped position. So I want knees under the hips, and we'll start on the right side. I want to come up on my left fingertips, and I'll show you why. I'm going to start here. I'm going to raise this arm up as high as I can on the dowel, using my shoulder and not using my fingers and not rotating away from the ground. I want to be square to the ground, up on the fingertips. Then I'm going to loosen my grip on the dowel. I'm going to use my shoulder to reach up as high as I can. Once I've hit my limit, I grab on, then check this out. Then I sink down onto the palm of that hand. So guess what I've done? I've just gone from my most active range into my passive range. And I can tell I'm in my passive range when I set up that way because I can't lift the dowel off the ground. I'm stuck here. This is the range that we want to find. And to make sure that we're extending or opening up the shoulder and not extending from the back, what I want you to do also is tuck the tailbone. Ready? I'll go through all that as we get set up together. So about 30 degrees off midline, square my chest to the ground on the fingertips of the left hand. Use your shoulder, don't use your fingers, to reach up as high as you can. Now grip the dowel onto the palm of the left hand, tuck your tailbone slightly, and now you can reach that right armpit to the ground. We got 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to hold this stretch position. Make sure your elbow is locked and you're pushing the dowel away. You should feel a nice stretch in the pec armpit area. And all I need you to do is maintain this stretch and focus on your breathing. Nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale. After the 60-second hold, we're going to work some contractions. We're going to do 5 contractions where we're going to press the dowel down and 5 contractions where we're going to try and lift the dowel up. And we're going to go back and forth between there. Okay? For now, all you need to do is maintain that stretch. If the stretch starts to dissipate, push the dowel away a little bit and reach that armpit more towards the ground. Keep that tailbone tucked. Don't lose the position. We got about 10 seconds here. One more. Deep breath in. Nice long exhale. Wherever you feel that stretch tissue, that's where I want you to start the contraction from and ramp up and start to press that dowel into the ground. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now try and lift. Squeeze the back of the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And again, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Stretch tissue, contract. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got one more. Stay with me. Here we go. And press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly come out of that position. Ooh, move that shoulder around. Beautiful. Okay. Why does this work so well? Well, if we really simplify this, the ability or the movement of your joint is going to be restricted by the ability of the one side to lengthen and the strength of the other side and the ability to contract in that position. If you can't lengthen the one side and can't contract on the other side, you won't be able to get into that position. So that's why if we create these parameters or these guardrails around you and force you into that position, we can create some strength and open up that joint and give you better range. Let's try that on the other side. Keep that in mind as we go. Once again, we're going to go into that Y position, kind of that 30 to 45 degrees off of midline. Now I'm going to come up onto the right fingertips. I want to square my torso to the ground, slight tuck of the tailbone, loosen your grip, and just use your shoulder without rotating away. Squeeze, grab on, and now sink down onto the palm of the right hand, and you should feel the stretch on the left side, maybe even some cramping in the back of the left shoulder already. And we got 60 seconds on the clock. All you need to do from here is breathe. Nice deep inhales. Nice long exhales. Try if you can to keep your exhales longer than your inhales. Don't force anything. If the arm starts to go numb, back off just a little bit. Ideally, we're feeling a nice stretch in the armpit here. If the stretch starts to dissipate, try tucking your tailbone and just reaching the armpit towards the ground a little bit more. Keep that elbow locked, push the dowel away if you can. Good. And here we go. Let's start with our first round of contractions. Wherever you feel the stretch, contract that tissue and gently press the dowel into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Opposite. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And again, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Ready? And press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Ready? And press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly coming out of that position. Whew. That one gets spicy. I don't know if I know of a better pec opener than that one. There's a reason why that's a staple in my practice. That one gets me every single time. I love it, and it's helped my shoulders tremendously, so I'm happy to share it with you guys. Now, let's work on 2 drills. We're going to work on a movement called the quadruped Y raise, and we're going to work on the pec diagonal stretch as well. Both of these are loaded mobility drills. You do not need a ton of weight. When I'm doing these movements, I'm using just enough weight to challenge me into the end ranges, but not so much weight that it restricts me from going into my deepest ranges. Once you figure out what that is, gradually over time as you build strength, I want you to progressively overload these movements just like you would any other strength training drills. Just stay safe and be careful, okay? So I'm gonna grab a light weight, and that same position that we were in with the dowel, now I'm gonna resist, I'm gonna do a gravity resisted movement in that same plane. So we'll get down, all the same rules apply, where I want my torso square to the ground and I'm not rotating up. I'm gonna grab the dumbbell in my right hand. I'm gonna lock my elbow. I'm gonna slightly tuck my tailbone. Then I'm gonna lift and hold while I'm reaching my right armpit to the ground, and that's gonna prevent me from rotating. And we're gonna use the muscles on the back of the shoulder to see if we can get a stretch in the front of the shoulder as we do this. Ready? We're gonna do 5 5-second holds. Make sure thumbs up, elbows locked, square to the ground. And here we go. Lift and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, reset. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Whew. If you're not shaking, you're faking. It's real. Here we go. Push the ground away. Lock that left elbow. Slight tuck of the tailbone. And lift. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As I lift the arm, I think about reaching my armpit towards the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That one gets spicy real quick. Okay, we're going to pair that. So that will be our gravity resisted movement because we're fighting against gravity to get up there. Now we're going to do a gravity assisted movement. So we're going to face the other way. And the key here is if you have a bench that's long enough where you can support your head and also press the lower back into the ground, because I don't want my ribs to flare in this position. Because this is a little bit shorter for myself, I'm just going to focus on tucking the tailbone and tucking the bottom rib and creating a little bit of tension here so that I can get all the stretch up here through my pec. Okay, so let's go ahead and get set up. I'm going to take my light dumbbells, and what I want you to do is I want you to have your dumbbells offset to the thumb side, so thumb touching the one side of the dumbbell, and we'll get set in this position, okay, head supported. I'm going to tuck my tailbone, and I'm going to place the dumbbells with the thumbs. I'm trying to touch my thumbs together, elbows locked, tuck the ribs, and from here, I'm going to keep the thumbs facing up, and I'm going to lower the weights at that 45-degree angle until I feel a nice stretch, and we're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull from the stretch tissue, back up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Good. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull from the stretch. And last one. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull. Whew. That one gets spicy real quick as well. Very good job. Okay, we're going to do one more of each of those. One more of each. We'll go back to quadruped Y raise, starting on the right side. So square torso to the ground. Let's get set up. Right elbow locked. Push the ground away with the left. Don't rotate the torso up. Right arm goes up in that Y position as I reach the right armpit to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Here we go. Other side. Starting to sweat here, folks. Ready? Lock that elbow and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Keep that back flat and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lift. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay. We'll go back to the pec diagonal stretch. Folks, this is strength training. We're going into the end range, and we're trying to create enough stress on the tissue, enough of a stimulus, enough of a signal to get that tissue to change. So don't sleep on these movements, and also don't go too heavy. You can train with enough intensity to create change if you're pushing and really squeezing into those end ranges. These are 5-pound dumbbells, and they're challenging. I could go up, but I bet you could imagine if I went up 10, 15, 20 pounds, I'd be limited in how much I could lift, and I'd start to compensate and do all these other things. Stay with the lighter weight, perfect the form, go into the end ranges. It'll benefit you a lot more. Once you've gotten the movement down pat and you know what you're looking for in terms of sensation, gradually increase the weights for sure. Same thing in this pec diagonal stretch. Slight tuck of the tailbone, offset to the thumb side, elbows locked, tuck the ribs, 45 degrees. Find that stretch in the pec, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull from where you feel the stretch and reset and back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. Last one. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. Beautiful. Awesome work. I want to end it with one more iso hold that I want to show you guys that's great to balance out the shoulder for shoulder health. And what I want you to do is we're going to find this position. We're going to lay down on the ground, and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades in the back of the shoulder together. The only thing that's going to touch the ground is my elbows, my tailbone, and my heels. All right? We're going to hold that position for 30 seconds. You with me? Elbows in line with the shoulders, hands straight up and down. I want you to squeeze, lift the spine off the ground, reach the chest up. 30 seconds on the clock. We're almost there. Last thing we're doing today, really squeeze those shoulder blades together, back of the shoulder. Try and relax the neck. All the tension is in the back of the shoulders. We're halfway. Last 15 seconds. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. There it is. One of my favorite shoulder routines for open up the pecs, improving your posture, creating healthy, balanced shoulders. Hopefully you enjoyed. Stay strong. We'll see you on the next one.